Well, hi everyone, I'm Judy Elliott, and today we are happy to be visiting at Dalton Medical Spa that is at Dalton Plastic Surgery, and certainly it's a pleasure to talk with you today, and Tammy, and I know you have some special things to person to introduce to us today as well. So, but thank you both for letting us come out and talk with you today.
Oh, thanks for being here, Miss Judy. We love it when you come.
Well, I love it too. I love it when I get the treatments. But
there you go. There you go. That's a little better, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about now you have been here at the Dalton Medical Spa here at Dalton Plastic Surgery for how many years?
A little over 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
And now to announce that we have an additional person here. It's an esthetician. And I will let you do the honors there, Tammy.
Okay. All right. We have with us now Miss Zebra Ward. Zebra is born and raised and from the Dalton area, and she is the newest addition to our family here with Dr. Cheryl at Dalton Plastic Surgery.
Right.
And so there's now, it's me times 2.
That is great. You know, a lot of people really probably may not understand what an esthetician is. Kind of give me an idea so that we know a little bit more about an esthetician.
Okay, well, in layman's terms, I guess a lot of people would refer to an esthetician as a skincare professional. Mm-hmm. You know, we do have a lot of patients that come to us for pampering type treatments that are just here to relax and enjoy themselves and that kind of thing. But we have a lot of patients that come to us as well that are referred from doctors, doctor referrals type of thing, that are maybe suffering with skincare conditions, you know, acne, psoriasis, keratosis, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And we have treatments that we can offer that are great for those particular conditions.
Right. And I think it's so interesting that you offer so many services. I know that we have a brochure, and I was just looking at that a few minutes ago. There are all types of different services that you offer, from facial treatments and microdermabrasion to revitalizing facial. Just, I mean, it goes on and on and on.
It does.
And
it has a lot to do with what you're looking for when you walk through the door. Like I said, a lot of our treatments are just all about being pampered. Mm-hmm. And then we have those treatments that really do address specific conditions.
Right.
And
I know Zebra, you're from Dalton, is that correct?
That is correct.
And so I know that you've already been working here for a couple of months ago when you started. I'm not quite sure when you came here at Dalton Plastic Surgery.
I started back in February.
Okay, all right. So when patients call for an appointment, what you know, if I called, I wouldn't necessarily know maybe what I need, but I can just see that my face may be dry. I may be having problems with it. Tell me a little bit about what would happen if someone wanted to just find out more about the services. Could they call and make an appointment and come see you and then determine some kind of treatments?
Sure. They could call and schedule a consultation with Tammy or myself, and then we could sit down with them and
address a plan for them, whatever they need. Okay, all right. Now, what do you think about when we talk about microdermabrasion? Is something that's very, very, you know, you hear a lot of talk about that. What exactly is that?
A microdermabrasion is a very unique treatment that makes the skin feel as if the pores can breathe. And essentially that feeling comes from the fact that your pores can breathe. Mm-hmm. It eliminates dead surface buildup. Mm-hmm. It uses actually a very unique technique. We use diamonds. The tip of the microdermabrasion wand actually has microscopic diamonds on the tip, and the diamonds provide the abrasion or the scratchy feel that you'll feel when we provide a microdermabrasion.
Right.
And it's gentle enough to remove that dead surface buildup, and it doesn't cause any damage to the epidermis or anything like that. So there's absolutely no downtime associated with that procedure, and you can come in and have a microdermabrasion and actually leave and go back to work or back to class, or
No,
just,
don't go back to work.
Don't go back to work.
Not after you've had some of these treatments. No, you could, but a lot of people enjoy.
They're a little relaxing,
Yeah.
and so you might not want to go back to work.
But you certainly
afterwards.
can.
You can.
You can.
You can. No downtime.
Right.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit about the products. And I know, Zebra, we talked a little bit a couple of days ago about some of the products, and I know, Tammy, both of you have a great regimen that you can offer patients when they come. But what are some of the products that you're offering now?
Well, our newest product is actually, we've carried Obagi for several years, and everybody out there is vaguely familiar with, at least vaguely, if not extremely familiar with the Obagi name. And Dr. Zen Obagi was the creator of that particular home care regimen. And he's kind of gone back to the drawing board. And, you know, he's been around a long time. People really respect his knowledge of skincare and what needs to happen in order to make improvements. He's great with prevention and with maintenance and with correction. And he went back to the drawing board a few years ago and decided to kind of revamp the products, and they are even better than what they have been in the past. So it's still Obagi, but it's like a
Another
tier, like a top tier of Obagi, exactly. And we're using they're fairly new to us. We've only had them for about a month. And we are getting incredible feedback on it. They feel better, and they smell better, and they work better, and so it's going very well.
Good. Well, I want to also talk about, you know, you see a lot of women that come through, you know, that have to notice the difference and feel so much better about themselves, you know, once they have the treatments. How has that been for you to see the results come back?
Oh, it's extremely rewarding. Yeah, to have somebody walk in the office or even call you on the phone after the treatment and say, I just cannot get over the way that my skin looks. I can't get over the way that it feels.
And the makeup goes on so much smoother.
It does. The removal of the dead surface buildup is, you know, makeup actually adheres to fresh new skin cells better than it adheres to dead surface skin cells.
I mean, you know, we all believe that we have a very good cleanser, and then we're cleaning our face and all, but honestly, come get a treatment and you can see what you're missing. You know, you can see it actually. What you thought
when we provide someone with a microdermabrasion, there's a filter that goes in the machine.
I know about that one.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
And yeah, we can absolutely show you exactly what we get off of you when we do a microdermabrasion. It's very interesting to see what's on the filter. It surprises everybody, especially for the first time after that first treatment.
Right.
So, but they can see with their own two eyes why their skin feels so much better after that particular treatment.
Right. Now, I want to also talk about, you have a special day coming, maybe a couple days, maybe it's a week. Was it October, or is it for the whole month of October?
It's actually the entire month of October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell me all about it.
The specials that we're running in October. We are doing 20% off permanent hair reduction packages. That's sort of that treatment where you come in and you have a laser treatment, and we have a method of removing that hair, that kind of thing. You know, people, they just don't want to deal with hair anymore.
Right.
You know, whether it's in the places where it naturally grows or you're getting older.
And it's time consuming. Really,
it is. It really is.
Continue with the wax and all, but this is a permanent
it is. It's permanent hair reduction. You know, as a woman ages, often her body plays tricks on her, and she stops producing quite as much estrogen as she used to, and actually starts to produce more testosterone than she used to. And that causes us to have unwanted hair in unwanted places, and we want that removed. And so we have a method of doing that for you.
Great.
Yeah.
So what else are you offering in the month of
well,
October?
our main objective this month is actually to bring everybody's attention to the new ZO product.
Okay.
By Dr. Zen Obagi. And so those products are all 20% off all month long, through the end of the month. And
Well, now, do you have them in stock here? Would you call?
We do, and we have so many patients that are currently already on the Obagi NuDerm or the Obagi CRX program, and what Dr. Obagi has done is just made the transition very, very, very simple.
If you do not have a regimen right now, and that meaning, I suppose, like a cleanser, a freshener, what all goes with the different steps, it's really will make a difference in your skin, and the performance of your skin to have a good regimen. Is that correct?
It will. Even from a young age, we have something that's known as a level 1. That I get a lot of parents that come to me and they'll say, Tammy, my son or my daughter is just now of a certain age where he or she is starting to care, or I'm starting to care because their skin is starting to have blemishes or breakouts, or that kind of thing. Where do I start them at? I know they don't need this whole hodgepodge of all these different products, but they need a good beginning. So we have a level 1 kit that we can offer that just sort of teaches that individual. It's important. You've got to have a good cleanser. You've got to have a good sunscreen. Sunscreen is so important. You know what I mean? You need to protect against that damage so that they're not in here later trying to correct it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I know I was talking earlier, we were talking before we started actually taping this, but Zebra, you're also a nurse in addition to an esthetician.
I am, yes.
That's quite interesting to have that all that training as well. And what's the most common treatments that you're seeing? Are they seasonal, or do people just come for many different reasons for their skin?
We have all age groups. I have a lot of patients that come to me mostly through doctor referral that are as of the ages of 13 to 18, that kind of thing. They're pubescent, and they're struggling with skincare conditions. They're starting to have blemishes and breakouts and that kind of thing. So we get the younger age groups. We get them all, 8 to 80, I like to say.
No younger, yes. Not young enough or old enough, huh?
That's
Especially
right.
not old. I mean, you can always come and regardless of our age, I think to have the beautiful skin and maintain it is really makes all the difference.
It does. It does. I think when I was growing up, there was no... my mother was very protective, but I don't recall her ever telling me when I wanted to lay out in the sun to go put sunscreen on, And this is just a different day that we're living in now, and people are so aware of the damage that it will cause. And we have that benefit of teaching our younger generation how important it is so that they don't struggle with the problems that so many of us have these days, and they won't need all of that correction.
Right. What is an average amount of time that you should block out if you're coming for a treatment, or does it depend on what the treatment is?
Well, we offer 1-hour consultations. And a lot of people might think that's a little extensive, but it absolutely is not. By the time we get in there and we start having a good time talking about skincare and makeup and just anything that might come up in conversation, an hour has come and gone just like that.
Well, I know I could spend all day talking about this because it is so wonderful, all the many services that you're offering here at Dalton Medical Spa. I want to say thank you so much for letting us come out and be with you. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.
To advertise your business on TV, contact Elliott Media at 706-529-4237.